Hi guys, Brett here from Hearns Hobbies, and today I would like to take a look at something special. Not quite an unboxing, this is an unbagging, if you will. And this is a bespoke car. This is one of our very good friends here at Hearns Hobbies. Young Godwin has kindly lent us his Axon TC10/3. This thing is bespoke, so not many of these come into the country, and we're really blessed here at Hearns Hobbies to be the distributor for Axon here in Australia. So we thought we'd grab the Axon touring car from Godwin and take a closer look. Okay, so look at it, he's got the beautiful body here. I believe Fongman painted this, Fonginator, so that's really nice. Got the Biddy Design Eptron on there. I do love the Biddy Design Eptron, again another one of our hero brands. Flying the flag for us there is Goody. Beautiful paintwork there by Rog. Let's get these clips off and take a closer look. Get it in there. This thing is beautiful work. That's a really nice body there. Good job, Rog. Okay, I'm just going to put this to the side. Let's take a closer look at the car. Okay, luckily we've got some, already I've gone off camera. Here I am. I just going to get these. It's even wearing sweeps. I do love that Godwin is really committed to it. I'm going to get these sweeps off so we can have a closer look. So we can in fact have a closer look at what we're working with here. Get these wheel nuts off. We can take a real close look in there and see what we're working with. Good to see Goody wearing the sweep SSF rubbers. I love these. Really good looking spoked wheel. Really versatile rubber. They're 34 Shore compound, really require very little as far as tile warming and goop, perfect for spec classes, but they still perform really good, made from the same quality rubbers that Sweep make for all their racing tyres. Alright, the wheels are off. Let's take a closer look at this. Nice to see it's got it nicely fitted out here. I'm going to grab a little pointer. So we've got a Orca totem. Beautiful little fit up there. It's got nice thick 12 gauge wire. Now it's got the positive one in the red to help him stop it from getting plugged in reverse polarity. Oh, it's got a Blitzstream 3 in here. Brand new motor from Orca, 21.5 ton I can see here. Got his class. It's got the timing up to about 50 degrees. He's really starting to push this little motor. It's got the big 40mm aluminium fan in there, paired up with it looks like a Power HD servo in there, brushless S15. Not a bad little setup. But let's have a closer look at the car. So carbon fiber chassis construction, which is very typical, and it does have what I would call a hybrid arm. So it's got carbon fiber CNC machined suspension arm, but then it's still got the traditional hinge pin and alloy mount on the front here. Let me see if I can't get in a little bit tighter on that for you. So that, here we go, that is a macro zoom. So you can see here, that is the hub and the suspension arm. We've got the hinge pin, like a bracket that comes over the top there for the hinge pin. Just trying to keep it all on camera for you guys. It's so exquisite, it's hard to really do it any justice. Hard anodized part here that holds the hinge pin in. Come around here, we've got this beautiful, what can only be described as Yokomo style hex here. And the full alloy steering arm, steering block assembly here. This car's going to be so solid in the front end, holding the wheel bearings and the cross tube. Coming through here, it's going to come out a little bit wider. Looking at further at the steering arm, which is a carbon fiber plate with your different Ackerman adjustments on there. You've got your traditional top turnbuckle link, and again, looking through here to the front drive shaft and the outdrive. And what's really special about this car for the Japanese manufacturer is they do in fact have a ball raced, let's get in super tight there, does have a ball raced outdrive. You can see the tiny little bearing and E-clip retainer there into the outdrive. What that does is it takes up just about zero tolerance and also like zero friction under load, which is a really, really good feature. It's not a first for touring cars, but it is definitely a first for Axon. So looking really good. While we've got it in that tight here, you can see the beautiful finish on the upper bulkhead here. Beautiful machined 7075 aluminium. Looking really nice. They're pulled out, and very traditional geometry on the front as far as the steering and camber is concerned. Having a look now at the top deck. Nice one-piece top deck on this. I do like one-piece top decks on a car. They give you a really big scope and make the flex really tunable. The really current trend is to have a longer motor mount with the shorter top decks either end, but there's a lot to be said for the one-piece top deck. Makes it really tunable. The steering bell crank, again, all very similar geometry to what you're familiar with. 2 steering posts, 2 bell cranks, adjustable Ackerman spacers under here. Again, we've got the spool, very familiar looking if you've raced a Yokomo at all. Plastic spool drive to the machined outdrives there. Looking further down the car, we've got the spur gear retainer. Again, mid-mount spur gear, although it does have a slight variance. So it is a mid-mount, we'll call a mid-mount car, but there is a difference. So the front belt is a traditional 351 size belt, and the rear is slightly shorter at 348. So they're not equal size belts. Just having a look here. Let's see if we can't get a nice close picture of the spur gear retainer. Okay, here we are. Looking at that, and this is all CNC machined here. So we've got a beautiful little cover on the pulley that is screwed on, and a single screw here to change the spur gear. So that comes off and takes the whole spur gear holder and pulley assembly off. You can see the pinion and the motor mount there. Looking really good on this Axon TC10/3. This is the second incarnation of this model, the first one being the 2 version. You can see here a beautiful bespoke alloy motor mount, hard anodized of course. I like this motor mount because it's nice and short in the chassis. Given the fact that they're using a one-piece top deck, allows them to use a shorter motor mount, so it only covers from here to here, which gives you a great scope for not only tuning flex, but also runs a bit less risk of actually bending the motor mount up when they have it covered 75% length of the chassis. We've got these really nice battery retention systems. I don't believe these fingers are OEM. I think he had these made up probably from Berserk, I would say, here in Melbourne. A little bit bigger to allow for a little bit more flex and chassis options here. These retainers, these hooks here, are all adjustable, and that's all Axon parts. Coming further back here, let's have a look at these beautiful alloy drive shafts. So they use a alloy bone, if I can get in nice and tight here. So we've got the alloy bone, and look how much they've even saved weight by removing half of the outdrive cup that usually comes over the CV pin. Really minimalist drive shaft here. Again, really beautiful quality alloy bone itself, and then again runs into the ball bearing outdrive. You can see again on the rear the ball bearing clip and outdrive scenario. The rear diff here is very familiar if you drive a Yokomo over the last 3 generations. Tried and tested here. Very, very good rear differential in the Axon car. And again, we're coming through to the carbon rear arms. And the reason that these rear arms have these, let's see if I can get close. The reason that the arms have these recesses machined into them is because you can actually screw in plates to change the flex characteristic of the arm. Goody's obviously been running this one on low traction, so he's kept the arm as flexible as possible because you can mount them from the top and also the bottom of the arm. And again, we've got that same rear toe control system that sort of does the front steering geometry too. So realistically, all 4 corners on this car are the same, which is really good for spare parts. all alloy steering block, if you will, retainer, hinge pin retainer. So really, really nice. So that was just a quick overview of the Axon touring car, the TC10 version 3. And I'm Brett from Hearns Hobbies. Thanks to Godwin for showing us, and let's see it out on track. I'm Brett from Hearns, and thanks for watching.